Hey, Dennis Tubergen here with another video blog update. I want to talk to you today about some evidence that shows that the economic or monetary policy of quantitative easing just doesn't work. Quantitative easing is essentially the printing of money out of thin air. Now, an academic would not describe it that way, but an academic would probably not come to the same conclusions that those of us that look at things with a bit of common sense might come to as well. See, the bottom line is this: despite the eloquent explanations, whenever you print money out of thin air, you're taking something that is newly created with no tangible physical value, no intrinsic value, and you're exchanging it for something that has intrinsic value. Common sense tells you that the person trading you the object with physical value, with intrinsic or tangible value, will not make that exchange for very long. At a certain point, the gig will be up. Now, quantitative easing or money printing has been extremely helpful for those who are nearest the printing press. The rich have gotten richer and the poor have gotten poorer. Past guest on my radio program, the Everything Financial radio program, and I'm talking to you today from those studios, Mr. Gerald Salente, commented in an interview with King World News. I've got the interview up on my computer here. When you look at how Americans are doing overall, the picture is not that great. Median incomes in 2014 for all income tiers were lower than they were in 2000. The recessions, the downturns in 2001 and 2008 certainly didn't help, and the recoveries have been very anemic. In fact, I would argue that the recoveries really have been pretty non-existent. Money printing has not been a great investment, as we've had to print more money and go into debt deeper just to get a little bit of growth. So I would argue that we are in a recession presently. But here's the point. Here's the evidence that quantitative easing doesn't work. The median household income in 2013 was 13.6 times poorer than the average household in the 95th percentile. So take the top 5% of all households' income and take it, or net worth rather, and take a look at what the average in the top 5% is, and take a look at the median household. And the median, which is right down the middle, half the net worth above, half the income below, was 13.6 times poorer than the average in the 95th percentile. 10 years later, by 2013, and really the only thing that happened during that 10 years was a financial crisis, banking failures, and money printing was implemented. The average household in the 95th percentile was now 24.2 times richer than the median household. So that gap has doubled in 10 years. More of the same will not fix our economic issues. Yet, more of the same is probably what we can expect if you take a look at what's happened historically. And more of the same will simply mean that it's going to be essential to have tangible assets in your portfolio and assets that are not the liability of someone else. A couple things to think about this week. I'll be back again next week with a couple of video blog updates.